So prior to filming, I have applied a bold cap and covered my eyebrows. I do have videos on that, and I'll have those linked below if you want to check out how we do it. Now we're going to work on this earlobe extension situation, and what I'm using to do this is latex and cotton. Very old school method. So I've rolled out a cotton ball and I have a little cup of latex. Basically, I've taken a little piece of cotton like this and balled up the edge. And that's going to go down onto my earlobe. Now I'm going to cover it in liquid latex. And you want to use a large amount of latex and really saturate the cotton. Then I'm going to go ahead and put a little latex on the earlobe and down the jaw. Just go ahead and apply your little guy. And this is going to take some finesse. So you're going to want to use your fingers to smooth out the latex, and if you're having issues, put a little more latex on your finger and start smoothing it out that way. While that latex is still kind of moldable, you want to use a spatula and just kind of smooth out any of the lumpy textures. Then I'm also going to create kind of a, looks like a piercing, but it's really just an indentation in the earlobe. Now I have pre-mixed my base foundation, and this is actually an alcohol-based paint. I used Endura, which are alcohol-based paints, and I'm going to be using the 0G airbrush. And what's cool about this is that you don't really have to clean the gun. It comes with these little glass canister dudes, and this is a gun that's meant for spraying large areas, basing out colors, things like that. It's not meant for fine detail. But it is really cool because you can do big areas fast. So how it works is the little canister has a little nozzle, and you stick it down into the gun. And you turn towards you to actually release paint, and the paint drips out here, and then the air flows out here, so it's a pretty cool little doodad. And the more paint you want, the more you turn it towards yourself to open up the little valve inside the canister. I don't know if canister is the right word, but that's what I'm calling it. And it's just really cool. So I'm going to be basing out my whole face with this color. So that sound you hear is the airbrush. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on my little valve and get some paint going. I like to constantly move my airbrush so I'm not focusing any color in a specific area. So now I'm going to be highlighting the face so it's not so flat. I'm going to be using a white alcohol-based paint, and I'm using a European gravity-fed airbrush gun to do this. So I thinned it down with a little bit of alcohol, and now I'm just going to apply it to the highlights, to the nose, to the brow, to the cheekbones, anywhere where I think needs a highlight. I've mixed some colors, blues mainly, and a black and a turquoise to create this color, which I'm going to end up contouring with. So I'm just going to add some depth to the face with this color. I'm going to be using this Cobalt Blue NYX liner, the colored felt tip liner, to draw in my eyebrow arch, and it's a quite harsh arch. Think Jean Harlow-esque. Got some pretty cool eyeliner going on, so I'm going to use that felt tip marker from NYX again to create a line in the crease and then little flicks outwards. I literally just got alcohol in my eye. You can see it's so red. Don't do that, it hurts a lot. Now it's time for stencils, and these are from European Body Art. They look like this. Kind of looks like a giraffe. But I'm just gonna be using a blue to create patterning on the skin. Now I'm going to be using these stencils. These are from Badass Stencils, really cool. Just mainly for the highlights. So I'm going to be using the white airbrush color again. So it's going to be on the cheeks, the center of the forehead, down the sides of the jaw, down the little tendons and collarbones on the neck. I'll show you guys. Now I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling right down the nose using the same stencil pattern, and I want it to meet up with the white. So I'm just using a blue on top of the white nose. Do it off, and it looks pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and outline my lips a little bit. Then I'm going to add some black eyeliner to the waterline, top and bottom. And I am going to add just a little bit of mascara. Just a light coat of it.